occasionally I can look over to the screen, but this is not obviously optimal, but I'm borrowing a car today, and it is what it is. So if you fill in the chat, if you pop in, make sure that you hit that thumbs up button and that you say something in the chat so I know that you are live. It says I'm at 31 seconds of running. I've literally just finished up. I had to go and I'm supposed to be on the road like 40 minutes ago, but the girlfriend's windshield wipers, like one of them flew off of it while she was driving, and then also the key fob. I had ordered a new container for the key fob, and it's an older car. And so I got that set up for her, just literally pried it apart, put all the guts in it, made sure it worked, and then had to run to AutoZone to get get some windshield wiper fluid and some new blades for the car, and then run back to where she's working so I can install that all in the parking lot. And so that's always lots and lots of fun. Whoever this one person is in here, make sure that you drop me a line, say hello so I know who I'm talking to. I think YouTube's playing games with me because I've got 2 thumbs up but only 1 person in the chat or 1 person in the video. Obviously today is going to be a totally unscripted. I can't read you something. What we got here? We got Jordan showing in. Looks like she's first. Andy's here. Andy's normally on Rumble, so we appreciate you, Andy. You biting that bullet for us, so that you could be here on Rumble. But that's okay, because I got the Mad Coffee Cup with me. It's going to solve all your problems. I'm headed over to what is it? Not Hardee's, Wendy's, to get some breakfast that I won't be able to eat. Shit, because I'll be on with you guys. George says, "How's the weather?" Is absolutely beautiful here. Absolute beautiful. Andy says, "I feel dirty." That's okay, Andy. You will be just fine. So before we get started, prep stock tickets. No, none of them are being sold after October 1st. We've had some inquiries, people asking like, what about October 2nd? What about October 3rd? And it's like, man, I don't even know why you're wasting your time. You're just getting put right on the blacklist because, we don't deal with stupid people. Anywho, October 12th to 13th, Nebo, North Carolina. You guys know the dealio. Looks like Ian's in the house. Good morning. And I wish YouTube would figure out a way to make the chat bigger on these damn phones. Like I could push a button and the chat would get bigger, so I could read it while I'm driving. Rose is in the house. Good morning, young lady. Good to see you guys. Guys, put some stuff in the chat that we can talk about, that I can glance at and not be like a paragraph deep type question, because I'm not going to even try and read that. But obviously the elephant in the room is the debate last night, whether you watched it, whether you didn't, what did you think of it, and so on. And then we can kind of go from there. Cruise set, and now we're just coasting along for the next, I don't know, half a day. Let's see, out of curiosity, how long are you planning to stay in town? Any plans to go back to the country? Well, this is a one-day trip. I've got to go to North Carolina to take care of an administrative personal matter, and then as long as that goes smoothly, I'll literally get up tomorrow morning and drive back. So you'll get the same type of live stream, probably just on time, is what I'm guessing. No, I've got no magical plans to do anything. Like I said, my legal residence is in North Carolina, so I'm heading back there to take care of some legal stuff, and then once that's done, I will head back to the eastern shore of Virginia. Let's see here, fact checkers and not doing job. Who wrote that? Rose. Yes, Rose. I will say that last night was not Donald's best debate, but I would also say that all of his opponents before Kamala didn't know as much as she does about Donald Trump, so he can easily destroy them. He really screwed up, to be honest with you. It doesn't mean I'm not going to vote for him. And by the way, I'm an independent. For all of anybody on the lefty side that's going to watch this video, I am an independent. So it means I'm non-affiliated. And so I'm going to vote for, I think, who is the best candidate. And right now, Donald Trump is the best candidate, regardless. You know, he'd have to do something so vile that it would make people question if, you know, that he wasn't the Antichrist or some kind of crap like that. All right. But, oh man, I'm driving past Wendy's and I'm really hungry. You guys are lucky I love you. Dealing with the fact checkers. If you guys noticed during the debate, fact checkers never fact checked Kamala. Not once. Not once. In fact, every time she would say something that was monumentally ridiculous and a flat-out lie, they would just try to move on to the next question. They would try to get it so that would be her statement would close out the conversation, and this put Trump on the defensive. He had to come back and clarify every single little thing, you know, and so it made him look like, you know, he was like, you know, almost like the grammar police, for lack of better words. It wasn't his best debate. But now there's questions like Kamala saying, "Yeah, I'll do another debate. Let's do that." So she's all, you know, she's feeling like she's got a freshly shaved sack and she's ready to roll on to the next partner. But that's not the case, because if they have another debate, he knows what she's going to do, and he won't play that game. And then they'll also make sure that there'll be no fact checking, because it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, because if he says she's a liar and she says he's a liar, who's really the liar? You know, the purpose of the debate is not to determine who's lying. The purpose of the debate is for the candidates to show where they stand, what their policies are, what their plans are. Now, you know, Trump did kind of screw up when they cornered him on, you know, what would be his what's one of his plans for replacing Obamacare. And I mean, he gave an honest answer, but he didn't give the answer that you need to give if you're on a debate stage. He should have literally had a plan to, in just like throwing out numbers and percentages and things like that to improve. You know, basically our plan is to improve such and such a policy by 12% in the next 2 years or something like that. Because then it actually shows, it gives relevance. It's called a proof source to what he's saying, versus he's like, well, we have numerous plans we're working on. It's like, okay, well, you know, it's saying that you're going to change something doesn't mean that, you know, it's you're giving away your plan. And I think that's the way he took it. And then the whole him not looking at her thing, I thought whoever told him to do that, it was a little silly. You know, she did get under his skin. He didn't snap at her one time, but when she had the opportunity to try and talk over him, he shut her down. So of his own, you know, so you know, and here's the thing too, it's so bad, it's so stupid. So obviously today, guys, today's 9/11. You know, we should be remembering the 2,000 plus people that are dead. We should be thinking about them, you know, 1 or 2 times during the day, and then carrying on with their lives. But if I'm watching Fox News, they're like playing, you know, they play it once a year, all the calls, they play all the stuff, right? And then they talk about it. They talk about the people who are on the ground right now. You know, they actually showed Trump standing, you know, one person away from Biden right now as we speak at the event, at the gathering, the ceremony. Go to the other channels. oh my God, Kamala really destroyed him at the debate last night. Every single one of them, ABC, NBC, CBS, and even MSNBC. That's all they're talking about. I think MSNBC did a pause for the moments. They call them the moments. It's for the two airplanes smacking into these buildings. A moment of silence for those airplanes. And darn well they didn't do like a full minute. They probably did like 15 seconds because that's just eating up on their left wing frickin' George Soros commercial time. But it was pretty bad last night. It was pretty bad. I got to tell you, Donald really. I mean, he was on Fox this morning for half an hour, the things that he relayed were very true. But they're not gonna do well now. Now the left is like, oh, we really do have a candidate. Oh, now we can really start pouring some money into this. Yeah, now we can really start saying all sorts of stuff. Yeah, nothing of hers got fact checked. Hopefully they'll make a commercial and put it and pay millions of dollars to get it everywhere all the time. They only fact checked Donald Trump, and they should be ashamed of themselves. And it's something to that effect. Something to that effect. He is such. Jordan says, "Well, I'm about to run into something here. Looking at the damn text, Jordan." I know, life decisions, right? Slowed down enough so I won't smack into that RV. He is such a horrible person, but she is putting air freshener on crap. Yeah, I think it's very difficult to judge who a person is unless you've actually met them. So, write that down. Oh, let's see here. Let's see. It wasn't a fair debate. They lingered on a couple of things. She isn't super strong and fact-checked only him. Yeah, absolutely. Totally true. Just because they say it doesn't mean that it's a fact. That's the thing. And to bring that point straight across, when there was some mention about something Trump had said, and then he said, darn well that was sarcasm. And the guy said, well, I watched all the videos and I really didn't get sarcasm from that. So it's his opinion. It's not fact. These people are dangerous. They're really, really dangerous. And I don't mean that in a Kamala Harris video commercial saying somebody's dangerous kind of dangerous. I mean, these people are truly dangerous. They're if they get their way, they're going to destroy this republic. I heard her several times in the last few days saying, this is wrong. This is a democracy. You don't do this in a democracy. All of her answers were very touchy-feely answers that didn't have any facts. And to lean to the socialist side, oh, we're going to give you $6,000 because you had a baby. And listen, don't get me wrong, I think that's great. But that's something you tell people, your selling point. That should not be your selling point. We're going to give people $50,000 towards a home. Here's an idea. How about drop the prices of the fucking homes? And how about lower the interest rate on these things? How about reversing the course that you've chosen? They're literally in the process of making our currency useless, worthless, like completely devaluing our currency. Instead of going backwards on their agenda because they screwed up, they're like, well, if we were doing this wrong, then we would definitely change something. Okay, so the whole world is telling you you're doing this wrong, but you're still moving forward with your agenda. It's extremely dangerous, extremely dangerous. I'm going to go ahead and pull over here, and hopefully that truck won't hit me. I've never seen that's interesting, a Freightliner chassis but it's built with an RV built around it. Interesting. Okay, and we're almost out of lights. There's only so many lights here on the Eastern Shore, which is freaking awesome. I think it's like 6 or 7 of them tops. All right, let me get through this intersection, and then I got a red light, so that means I can actually look at the chat. If you've got any questions you want to talk about or whatever, please throw those in the chat. Also, guys, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button so we can draw more people in. It does help the algorithm. It lets the algorithm know that we are serious. We're super ethereal. All right. So does government own your baby if they give you $6,000? Wow. Wow, that's deep. Who said that? JB? That's I don't know. I guess we got to look at the fine print. You know, the thing is that all it is it's just going to be a tax credit. That's all it's going to be. None of these people are ever going to see $6,000. It's going to be a tax credit, and then on your tax return, blah, blah, blah. And it'll probably only be a tax credit for people that are in the lower tax brackets. You know, so, you know, because it's so much harder. It's so much harder on the lower employed, the lower class, you know, or even it's so much harder on the middle class that you know, raising a baby in this day and age, because things are so expensive. Why are they so expensive? Solve the problem. Quit fucking putting foo-foo juice. Excuse my French. That should not have come out of my mouth. But quit putting foo-foo juice all over everything and telling us that it's freaking roses and cherry toppings and all this yummy smelly good stuff, when we all know it's a giant turd that you're trying to sell us. I'm bothered by the youth of today who believe this junk, who believe in this junk. You know, Donald Trump had an exceptional opportunity last night when she said that his economic plan will lead us to basically destroying the economy. You know, 19 Nobel laureates signed off on this document saying that, well, she said 19 Nobel laureates signed off saying that his plan would destroy America's economy. All he had to say was a very simple phrase: okay, you mean like the 50 intelligence officials who signed off on the Russia documents? And she would have instantly shut her mouth. Instantly shut her mouth. That could have been his seminal moment right then and there. You know? Ask her why everything is so expensive. Yeah, I mean, he didn't really engage with her. I honestly think that he kind of got locked into the debate rules, because he was the same way with Biden. Okay? But she's a different opponent. He should have changed his way of dealing with her. You know, it's even on the handshake. You know, he could have very easily come out and shook her hand right there in the middle, but he made her walk around a podium. She was determined to be the good guy, and she made herself look like the good guy. You know, she went all the way behind his podium to shake his hand. You know, there was nothing cordial about that interaction whatsoever. And he could have turned that, he could have flipped that right on her, you know, kill her with kindness is what he could have done. And he didn't do that. He didn't do a lot of things that he really, really should have done. In my opinion, as somebody who's never been a politician. You know, so it's want to grind my teeth at these people. John Honey, good to see you, lady. If I've not said good morning to you guys, that's because I'm focused on getting, you know, staying not unalived, you know, or something to that effect. That I have to use, you know, what is it, word salad. You know, that is something we did not hear last night, was word salad. Everything she had was very carefully scripted, memorized, and held in her pocket to use whenever he said something. But, you know, although I think she won the debate, I think she showed the world should have seen that it really was 3 against 1 last night, and that she can't stand, no matter what situation she goes into, she can't stand on her own 2 feet. You because nobody asked her a single hard question at all. I loved when she tried to play the race card. It was very subtle, almost insignificant, and then she tried to play the woman card, and it was just, why not just tell us about your policies, tell us how you plan on making America better. None of them did that. That's what one of them should have done. It's that easy, and they didn't do that. So earpiece earrings. I don't know about earpiece earrings. I don't remember seeing anything like that, but I also didn't look for it here. Let's see here. I hated her ASPCA pleading voice. Yes, she does have a very nasally crybaby voice. Her voice sounds like she's like you said, the ASPCA voice. Like she just, like someone just beat her dog and now she needs $3 a month from you. So it's kind of mind blowing. It's kind of mind blowing, but it is annoying as hell. Here's the thing that really sucks. If she becomes our president, we're going to have to listen to her if she decides to step out anyway and actually do interviews or whatever, because they've got this whole only come out for election things going on, and it's really un-American. It's really, really un-American. But when she does come out, we're going to have to listen to all her fucking nanny state lecturing in that voice. Or God forbid, who the hell she picks to be her press secretary. Oh my God. Think of that. Because she's got a press secretary as the vice president, and she may just carry that person right along with her. That person may be like, hey, I'm next in line there freaking lollipop head or whatever her name is. And so that person may be even worse. That could literally be like, honestly, it's probably like super gay man version. It's probably like a white dude with really short hair, and he, got the super gay mannerisms, and he's gonna say shit like, I don't appreciate that, or some crap like that. I don't know how to act gay. But you guys get the picture. That's probably what we're going to end up with. And if that's the case, that's the case, as long as they do a good job. But we're just so tired of these freaking people lecturing to us. It's getting very, very dangerous. And, after today, you may be seeing more people talking about it on YouTube about the things that may or may not be coming. And it's going to be it's just becoming very serious. Wow, so Jill, you wrote me a whole paragraph. You realize I'm driving right now, right? Fine. They are audio speaker earrings made by Nova. They look exactly like her earrings. And since she was taking notes during the debate, I'm assuming she was given things to say. That's very logical. Okay. Let's see here. Press secretary would be a sorority sister. There you go. Andy Person says, do you have to act? Shut up. Oh my God. Do you have to act? Yes, Andy, I have to act so straight, my friend. All right, let's see here. And her stories are fictional, no real life stories. Let's see here. I'm going to try and scroll down a little bit here. Is anyone actually swayed by the last two debates? Both Biden and Harris have long political. Nobody is being swayed by these debates. I think that they're doing them just so that I think that I think that Harris did it just because she was under so much pressure. I do not think she would have come out of her hidey hole. I think she'd have probably been better off going, oh, yeah, I'm the vice president. I've got a lot of work. I don't have time for this. And she in her mind, she may have thought she was going to get away with it. But I'm sure she had enough staff that were telling her, it's been 40-something days. You need to make an appearance anywhere, anytime, any place. Do something. Oh, let's go to the shop. I know this super liberal douchebag who owns a shop and I can like sniff jars of stuff and act like I'm human. Make sure you call and let them know that we're coming. Yeah, okay. And make sure there's no bad people there. Guys, you have to know that entire thing was set up. Not just with actors, but before she went into that shop, the Secret Service vetted every single person that was inside that store. Those were not random shoppers. Those were people all associated with that family and friends of the family. And they had the focus on the woman who wrote on their website, literally just bashes Trump and breaks out the pink knee pads for freaking Kamala. It's excuse me, that's a cop. It's almost hilarious because apparently their sales have not been super great since they did that. Yeah. All right, let's see here. Someone told her to get around this truck. By the way, guys, I am starting to go into the zone of no communications. So it may get a little flushy and the video may actually drop. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know what's going to happen. But for right now, guys, do me a favor. I'm being suppressed right now, to be honest with you. I don't have people that I'm seeing right now. If you're seeing more or less, do me a favor, put something in the chat. But at least do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Don't be slackers. Also, I guess this is a good time to praise America. If you love your country, America. Put one in the chat. Put a number 1 in the chat for me, and maybe that'll wake things up. And also, like I said, if you see more than looks like I'm seeing 12. I'm seeing the thumbs up going up. I appreciate you. If you see more than 12 in there, do me a favor, put how many you see in the chat. And then the dead zone. I know. Yeah, guys, listen. I'm like nobody knows. Everybody needs to look up Eastern Shore, Virginia. Okay, this place is super rural. There's one highway that runs through north to south. That's it. It's actually a peninsula. It's not even connected to the state of Virginia, but it's still technically part of Virginia. It's super rural, and some of the cell phones out here. This place is so bad they had their own what is it? High-speed something system set up. It's like ran by it's like government internet out here until Spectrum moved in a couple years ago. But we're in the middle of nowhere right now, so the internet may die. Delmarva, there you go, JB. Exactly. Most people don't even know what that is. But yeah, let me go back. I'm going to scroll back to the chat real quick here. Town comment was hilarious. His going down comment was hilarious. I didn't catch that, Hicktown. I didn't catch that one. His going down. Oh, let's see here. She was hoping to pull Biden 2020 basement camp. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what she was trying to do. Someone told her to move her hand from her chin. Where are we at here? From her chin, covering face says she's hiding something. Yeah, that whole they call it the thinker's pose. It means that you're like judging somebody. You're basically being a dick. You're like, really? Someone had to have told her, because she did that about 3 times and then she stopped. I honestly think if she wasn't being told to stop, she may have stopped because she felt as if she started to have an edge in the debate, which she did. Oh, I'm a slacker. Gotcha, Bradley. Don't be a slacker, Bradley. You can do it, man. You can do it. Get on the chopper. All right, so not bad. We've been going for about 30 minutes, and this thing still hasn't turned itself off. Let's see here. What's the next question? Oh, I'm a slacker. But you got a blue square, bro, so you're doing just fine. What color will be next? I still want to go and change like some of the like the last one. The last one is like the white and black, like my regular logo is. But I think I want to change that one to make like gold letters or something like that. I don't know. It's so hard to do because that design is 34 pixels by 34 pixels. It is so small. It's incredible that anybody can actually read Local Prepper there. I'm only 10 days away from red, I think. Well, the one to watch is Cool Colt. He was the very first guy. So whenever he turns, you know, it's like, oh, so close. Let's see. All right, guys, put something in the chat here real quick for me. I'm in the middle of nowhere, and hopefully I won't lose you. And yeah. But yeah, the debate did not go well. If you guys want to talk about something, world civics or prepping, please do so. Please feel free to do so. And then we can go from there. Otherwise, I'm going to just drink coffee and just cruise along. All right, something in the chat. Tuck, you are so productive, man. You are so helpful. I love when you help me. Gas $2.95. Gas has gone down a little bit. There's a Wawa about halfway in between here and where I'm going, and it's I know it's a Rofo and it's brand new and it's in North Carolina. I've never seen a Rofo in North Carolina, but the gas is like 30 cents cheaper than everybody else's. Let's see here. I saw Colt's red logo earlier. So jealous. That's funny. All right, I think I'm getting into speed trap heaven down here. No, not yet. There's a spot down here if you guys are ever on Highway 13 on the Eastern Shore, there's a major speed trap out here on the highway. You're like, oh, LP, there's speed traps everywhere. No, you don't understand. It's a little town called Eastville, okay? And it's right on the highway. And they pay for a huge chunk of their annual budget with speeding tickets. And last year they made $4.3 million with speeding tickets. They drive $80,000 police SUVs, like full up packages. You would think a SWAT team would pop out the back hatch every time they opened it. That's how much junk is jammed into these SUVs. I think they're Suburbans. Got the lights, the blackout windows, everything's subdued. But they don't hide. They sit right out in the middle of the damn highway and point right down the road, and they wait for everybody from New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts to come screaming through here. All the locals know to slow the hell down, but all the non-locals do not, and they make some serious bank. Let's see here. LP breaks up. Well, it doesn't say I'm bad on this side. Do me a favor, if you haven't hit that thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up button. There's 22 in here and only 12 thumbs up, and that will tell the algorithm to give me more juice. Let's see here. I'm sorting my pantry, double tasking. I got you. Almost went off the road here. C-SPAN and CNN have Trump gaining points after the debate. Wow. Could that be a ploy? Could that be a psyop? I mean, it could happen. He was gaining points anyway. You know, that's the thing. So it's like, did you watch the debate? No. Are you voting for Trump? Yes. You know, points go up. All right, now it's time to slow down. We're coming into Eastville. Yeah, so if you're trying to track me, you know exactly where I am. Oh, let's see here. But yeah, we were on a break. There's entire forums devoted to speed trap ID and avoidance. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, come on, all you got to do is turn on Google Maps. That's all you got to do, and then put in a route you're going, and then like, and then anybody who reports a cop is going to be there. Let's see here, 13 thumbs up, 15, okay. And 14 thumbs up, gotcha. Gotcha. Appreciate you. Macon, Georgia is the worst place traps have ever driven through. Isn't that the county that has the what is it? It's not necessarily just the speed traps. It's all about the drug corridor. I believe that's the case, but I'm guessing. Yep, he's out here in his black SUV, sitting in the middle of the road. I'm going 55 miles an hour, so he can suck it. Let's see, and there's normally 3 of them. There's a black SUV, a dark blue SUV, and it's a white SUV and a silver SUV. So I'm looking for the other 2 right now, that sneaky bastard. Let's see here. What is that white truck's lights flashing? That's not it. Resume 55. Alright, let's see here. And shit into fall, and cop can turn off speed trap notice. Yes, that's where they tried to catch the Florida's heading north. Gotcha. There's the other SUV right there. Yep. So they got 2 of the 3 out. I guess someone's eating donuts. Okay. All right, guys, throw something in the chat for us to talk about. It will be greatly appreciated. Obviously, I can't start Googling stuff to talk about. And my day is not supposed to even be live streaming right now. I'm supposed to be like driving, which I am. Donuts. I know. Andy, I am so freaking hungry right now. But here I am live streaming with you guys. I'm going to live stream until I get to the ROFO, which is, I don't know, about 15 minutes down the road tops, I think. And then I'm going to get some food there. Well, actually, no. That's a donut place. I'm trying to think where I can stop in Virginia Beach. Where can I stop in Virginia Beach where I won't have to, like, turn around 12 times to get back on the road? Interesting. What we got here? Has anyone made butter out of Nido? Are you talking about that dry, the dehydrated milk? Obviously, it's got to have the oil in it. Is that what you're talking about? Was it? No, Cat2 said wasn't notified again. Those bastards, Cat2. Those stinking bastards. No, but if you're talking about the milk powder, no, I've never tried to make butter out of that. That seems interesting. I mean, obviously you'd have to use the kind that oils in it still is. I mean, those are only for like 6 months on the shelf, but you'd have to use that if you were even going to try. Yes, but it's a thing. It's a thing. I don't know. Ugh. That's interesting. I mean, that could be the magic. That could be the magic. Pixelated LP. Yeah, I'm in the middle of nowhere, guys. I'm truly expecting the internet to YouTube to drop me. But I guess as long as the sound is still good, then everything's fine. I'm going to continue to talk. Somebody put something in the chat. There's not really the what is it? Powdered milk to butter sounds intriguing, but it's not really a subject to expand on, since I don't think anybody has ever done it before. You guys know the rest. All right, looks like somebody posted something. Rose says, is easy to can own butter whenever using store, buy, or homemade. Canning butter. You know, I've heard of, oh, that's right, you can butter, that's right. How long does your canned butter last for, Rose? Because I've never done it before. I want to just can everything. I'm not joking, man. I want to go like buy piles of chicken and canned chicken. I want to go like make like these beef meals with, you know, just diced beef and then spices and vegetables and just can it. I want to can that. I want to can some butter. I want to have like just counters covered with jars of food. I think that would give me I think that'll be enough to give me the old prepper boner. Oh, red light. But you know, and I've got the jars for it too. I just don't have the damn time. I mean, I can make the time. Let's see. I have some that was a year old. Heard of 10-year-old. You know, see, here's the thing is I wouldn't, if it was only a year old, then it almost defeats the purpose of it, because, you know, I mean, other than it would be basically shelf stable. 41 minutes into this, and I hit my first yawn. But I'm probably going to need to do some research. We had to dodge whatever that was in the road. And resume cruise control. There we go. Ghee stores a lot longer. Yeah, well, that's just it. I've made ghee before. The problem is I've never canned ghee before, so I don't know how long it would last. Also, you know, ghee doesn't really have that buttery taste that a lot of people like. But you got my brain. I mean, I need to do some projects. I need to do some projects and videotape it for you guys, and maybe I need to start thinking about some projects. That's what I need to do, is set up like a project portal where people tell me like what kind of projects that they would like me to work on, and then I could like do that, you know. But unless I put it in my to-do list, it ain't getting done. Going through this little town right here. There's a food line passing a McDonald's. Ugh, it's like rot gut. Won't have freezer taste. Okay. That's something to think about. It won't have the freezer taste. But here's the thing: I freeze butter all the time. About once a month, you know, whatever. Like, it's like kind of like my 6-can method. I go to the store, I think about butter, I buy a box of butter, you know, 4 sticks. Take it home and throw it in the freezer. It's almost become like automatic. It's like, hey, have you bought butter this month? No, you haven't. Oh, okay. But let's see. And butter still isn't. I mean, it's still basically over $1 a stick right now. And I know some people won't can butter unless it's like that green Irish butter. That's the best butter, is what I'm told. I think it's time to do an experiment and just find out how long it sits on the shelf. Let's see here. I won't have freezer taste. My daughter has a big pressure canner and has done some meat canning. Should be good for a few years if stored properly. Yes, I literally just, if you guys have been here long enough, it's been almost 2 years. No, it has been 2 years that I canned some chicken. I used the last jar last week. So basically that chicken just sat in there like 2 years. That's one of the reasons I want to do it. Now, what I've noticed too is unless I turn it into a meal in a jar, which I rarely do, it has the same taste as regular canned chicken. So I'm like, is the juice worth the squeeze on canning chicken? That's the real question. I can see where it'd be worth it to make like a large meal of like almost like a beef stew, and then or basically can a beef stew in a large jar for like an entire meal for a family, and then maybe make some freaking rice and just pour it over that. I think you can do a lot of things, but basically it would be beef stew with lots of meat in it. I can see where you can make like beef stroganoff, or I'm not sure if that would actually work, but it's beef before it's $7 a pound. Thank you, Kamala. Milk is processed and processed as does beef. Milk is processed as does beef. I don't know what that means. Let's see here. But if you get a good deal, balls looking in that direction here, you got to keep it simple. I want to learn about canning fish because I can catch fish. What is that? Okay. Because I can catch fish almost free. Don't even need a license. That's good. It can't be that freaking hard. It's likely just fish stuffed in a jar and some salt, and then canned out of that, you know. I can beef stew and then add gravy, pack it when I get ready to. Ooh, that's a good idea, Catitude. That's a good idea. Because then those dry ingredients will last almost forever as long as you keep them. Okay, so it looks like it finally happened. I just got dropped out. I'm going to, because this is going to keep happening. As usual, guys, do me a favor, please hit that thumbs up button on the way out the door. If you have not subscribed, make sure that you do. Now, better yet, take this opportunity to check your subscription, especially Catitude, who's not getting notifications. Unsubscribe, resubscribe, and then hit the notification bell. Make sure you're getting notified of all my videos. And then if you haven't signed up for your YouTube membership yet, especially the Patreons who are dragging their feet, this is a good time to do that. Don't forget, make sure you get on the Doomsday Prepper level. Otherwise, your benefits will be limited come November 1st. All right, that's going to be about it, guys. Stay safe. Have a great day, and I shall see you when I see you. That guy's got a big boat. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.